No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down.
18 red, 18 red, 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here, you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Throwing now on third and long. Going up top. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the gun, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And a nice game, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Come on, set.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Richardson operating from the pistol. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
I don't think we all appreciate enough just how difficult it is to throw on the run. The technique, the arm strength, the accuracy, all of those things on complete display on that first down pass.
They'll toss this right side to Taylor. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. From the gun on third down, Richardson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. On the ground, it's Wilson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll run with Wilson. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretch.
That's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Okay, great. Let's go now. Buffalo 18.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. Now a second timeout called by the defense, as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Go!
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Here we go, here we go!
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
60 back. Come on, set! 60 Bobcat!
He'll look to throw. He'll air one out for Palmer. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. Ooh. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
19 tight. Check smash. Go.
Throwing is Richardson. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 19 right. Riggs, 19, pioneer.
Here's Richardson. He's going to try it here again. That is hot. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
So we reach halftime, and the visiting Colts are on top. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach. Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for downs. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And in a game where it seems like this quarterback hasn't really done much wrong, it's really his most critical missed throw so far. He's had himself a really good game up until this point, but I think that's one when he goes back and watches the tape, he knows he should have had it.
This fielded inside the 35. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Wilson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Let's go.
They'll run. It's Wilson. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
The second down throw is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
On the ready.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Come on, set. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Throwing, Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
So a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard. And it's 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Indy. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Colts extend it to a 21-6 advantage. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you're going to gain that experience the hard way. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss. You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. The Colts about set to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be...
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo. And the Colts will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
That's hard. And he'll be taken down.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in...
And he will take it in himself. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. Now Gay for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll air one out for Palmer. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Nick Cross.
As hard as it is to have this conversation, at some point, someone on this sideline needs to say, is it better off for this young rookie to just remove him from the game, take a deep breath, and reset for next week? Because at this point, 5 interceptions in, you start being concerned that you're doing more harm than you are good.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. On second down, Richardson. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Richardson. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Richardson. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
From the gun, Richardson. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Has a touchdown. And now you get the pick 6, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for 2. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Check. Cut 19. Cut 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now Richardson. He'll look deep for Pittman. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Out of shotgun, Richardson. A ball deep for the end zone. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Richardson. He'll try to run for it. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that. And this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll air one out for Palmer. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
He'll look deep for Pittman. That is brought in. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They get the home victory here in the division in the first